Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. In this particular video, I want you guys to help me understand just one thing. How William Ruto will be able to win his re-election bid in 2027. Because from where I sit, I don't see any strategy that William Ruto can actually use to win re-election in 2027. So I want you guys to try and explain to me in a layman's language how you think William Ruto can win. Because William Ruto has clearly lost everything that propelled him to the presidency for that matter. William Ruto has lost the hustler narrative. William Ruto was able to capture the imagination of Kenyans through the hustler versus the dynasty narrative. He used it effectively to an extent that the people of the mountain believed that their problems began and ended with Uhuru Kenyatta. So that by the time the mountain were going to the polls, they knew that the day Uhuru Kenyatta will exit the presidency, all their problems were going to be solved. Of course, it was also the same dynasty versus hustler narrative that persuaded a large number of unemployed people not to support Raila Odinga because William Ruto made himself part of the hustler narrative. Today, I don't know whether William Ruto can stand before Kenyans and talk about the hustler narrative. I'm not so sure. So that narrative is dead today. Number two, William Ruto has also lost the Gen Zs, the young voters. In 2022, William Ruto was actually the candidate of the young voters. Even the idea of the wheelbarrows and the rest were actually intended to persuade the young people to vote for William Ruto. That's why during his campaigns at that time, you would always see him with young artists on a wheelbarrow. And it was simple, kazi ni kazi, because he promised them that he was going to offer solution to unemployment. As we speak today, the young people are very angry and very bitter with William Ruto because even in situations where they have created their own employment, William Ruto is ready. There is this tax which they are proposing. Someone was explaining how it's going to affect the Gen Zs, including those who are just learning online, things like those. So the Gen Zs are very bitter with William Ruto today. I don't know where William Ruto will get the votes. And the worst thing William Ruto has lost is the church. The moment the Catholic bishops emerged yesterday and issued that statement, I knew William Ruto's fate for 2027 was actually sealed. William Ruto used the church effectively during the last election. He used the church to advance his hustler dynasty narrative. He used the church to advance the Christian aspect of his candidature. And of course, William Ruto also used the church to mobilize their members to support his bid. I'm not so sure where William Ruto will get the support of the church from. Maybe he's planning to raid the Muslims, but you see there's a difference. The Muslims normally, they're very careful. And lastly, and I think this is the biggest blow for William Ruto, William Ruto has also lost the mountain. The mountain gave William Ruto the highest number of votes, even more than Rift. In fact, Raila Odinga is not the president of the Republic of Kenya because the mountain decided to vote for Ruto. If just 5% of the mountain had voted for Raila Odinga would be the president of the Republic of Kenya today. Today, I doubt even if the name of William Ruto, if you mention the name of William Ruto in a church or in a burial somewhere where the people can clap for William Ruto. So ladies and gentlemen, using layman's language, can you explain to me how William Ruto can actually win the presidency minus the support of the church, minus the support of the mountain, minus the Gen Zs, and of course, the lost hustler narrative? Before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Today is Friday, and of course, I'll not be going out in the cold, so you can just work something on those numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that William Ruto has lost the opportunity of winning his re-election. And William Ruto is now left only with the two options. The first option William Ruto is left with is the support of Raila Odinga. I'm not so sure whether Raila Odinga will be able to persuade 80% of his supporters to support William Ruto. But William Ruto is depending on Raila Odinga and his support base 100%. Number two, William Ruto is also left with the deep state and the system, which is the rigging schemes. The question has always been asked how William Ruto was able to outwit Uhuru Kenyatta, who was a sitting president, and Raila Odinga to win or to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya. Several theories have always been advanced. One of them is that William Ruto was a puppet of the United States of America. And that's why most Kenyans celebrated when Meg Whitman, the US ambassador to Kenya, resigned. And of course, there were also those who were suggesting that, William Ruto has been part of the system since he joined parliament. He was in KANU. There are so many Kalenjins in KANU. So they believed very strongly that they aided him, especially in terms of intelligence gathering and those kinds of things. And ladies and gentlemen, in my view, it's going to be very difficult for William Ruto to win his re-election because of the following things. Number one is the lies. You see, in the last election, William Ruto made promises to Kenyans. And some of those promises were actually unrealistic. And most Kenyans very fast realized that William Ruto was actually lying to them. So far in the Republic of Kenya today, it's very difficult to lie. And because of the advanced technology, the young generation are now taking William Ruto to account. William Ruto is saying this, and then they follow up. William Ruto is saying this, then they follow up. So which means William Ruto will not have that privilege of saying this and that and that. For example, the other day when there was that holiday in Kwale, William Ruto made this statement, and Morara went outside there and proved that indeed nothing was happening. While William Ruto was busy explaining to Kenyans how that housing project is creating millions of jobs. So the lies are not being exposed.
Tuga affordable housing project is underway, creating daily employment for over 200 workers. Similarly, the Diani White House project is under construction and is also generating more jobs and more opportunities. Boma Yangu, a key platform in the program, exemplifies our commitment to economic empowerment.
Similarly, the Diani White House projects is also under construction, creating more opportunities every day. Guys, this is the Diani White House project. Unajua, when we say Ruto is a liar, watu huona ni kama tunamuonea. Look, this is the Diani White House project that is under construction, that is creating more opportunities every day. Every day. Not just last week, not next week alone. This is the Diani White House project, which is creating more opportunities every day. Hey! Hey. My friend, the faster we get Ruto home, the better for every Kenyan. The faster we take him home, the better. If we delay even, wacha tu nisiongee sana. Of all Vampire Diaries I've done, this is the most annoying.
The second reason why William Ruto is going to lose is the way he handled the Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment. You see, the Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment was handled in a way which even Gachagua himself could not believe. Very fast, efficiency, and everything was done. But William Ruto failed to figure out the impact of that impeachment in Mount Kenya. As we speak, the mountain are already bitter, and they took that impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua personally. Members of parliament from the mountain who voted for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua can actually not even go to the ground. And by that impeachment, it means William Ruto cannot even dangle the carrots. Like, for example, people will be like, you can be removed anytime. So 2027 is going to be totally different ballgame, especially after that impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And of course, after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, the value of ODM went up, which takes me to my third point, the ODM factor in 2027. William Ruto believes that ODM will automatically follow Raila Odinga. The truth of the matter is that ODM and Raila are one thing. Raila Odinga has a lot of say in ODM party. I listened to Raila Odinga today addressing the press, and I asked myself one question. Raila Odinga told Kenyans that he was not going to venture into Kenyan politics again until after the election, the AU election, which is coming up in February. The kind of statement which Raila Odinga issued today is suspect. Is intended to achieve certain objectives. Which means what will happen to Ruto if Raila Odinga were to decide that, okay, I'm going to run for the presidency. Or maybe, based on the rage against Kenya Kwanza, I'm going to support this other coalition. What will William Ruto do? Banking on ODM, in my view, is very dangerous for William Ruto. Very dangerous. And number 4, I think the rage against Kenya Kwanza is out of this world. Kenyans are very angry with Kenya Kwanza, to an extent that today I was going through William Ruto's post. There's a post he made online. And from that post, 90% of the comments were actually negative. If you compared that to William Ruto before the last election, William Ruto would post things and 90% of the comments would be positive, apart from those of the Azimio supporters at that time, which you could actually pick. Even Itumbi himself can no longer just post things the way he does. If you go online today, the young people are posting memes. The young people are posting graphics portraying William Ruto as a very dangerous man. So the rage will be sustained because William Ruto is doing nothing to actually improve it. And lastly, the taxes. You see, Kenya Kwanza has been trying so hard to portray an image of an economy which is growing, economy where the cost of living is coming down based on the cost of unga, the cost of fuel, and the cost of others. But Kenyans are feeling the pinch. There is no money in their pocket. There is no money in the pocket of Kenyans. No money in the pocket of Kenyans. And of course, if you are to ask any Kenyan whether the economy has improved, they tell you no. Because even those with jobs are losing jobs every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, the statement by the church yesterday marks the end of William Ruto, in my view. If you have a contrary opinion to that, please let me know in the comment section. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.